Okay, so we had to do a review of the two chapters that we selected, and I selected chapter 1 and chapter 4. The first one was Introduction to Public Speaking, and chapter 4 was Listening Effectively. Okay, so a couple of things that they went over in chapter 1 was that public speaking just isn't in work, it's in everyday lives, such as if you have to do a toast at a wedding, or you have to say a couple words at a funeral. There's a lot of different times in your life that this might come about and you have to give a little speech. When communicating, there are numerous different types of expressing things rather than just words, such as hand gestures or showing a chart or a model of something or describing how something works. So there's a couple components that every new speaker should go over that helps you to be a better overall speaker. And a couple of those things are like selecting a useful topic, something that a good amount of people know a little bit about, or that is just something that people enjoy, honestly. Writing an engaging introduction. If you go to a speech and the person is boring from the beginning, you're not going to be listening. You might hear them, but you're not going to be listening, and we'll go over that more when we're talking about chapter 4. So finding effective support, credible support, find stuff that's also not also just credible, but that grabs your interest too. That's again something that's pulling you in to listen rather than you just hearing them talk. And there was a linear model of speaking, which was the old process of communicating, which was you had the sender, which was the person who was talking or making the message, the channel, which was the radio station or the TV, and then the receiver, who was the listener. And that way was a lot slower than what we use now. The new model is called the transactional model, which is kind of like a continuous loop of nonstop information being processed. And there's a lot of different components when it comes to that. And that's from encoding to decoding messages. You have the message, and there's just a lot of other little things in there that make it a lot smoother and helps people communicate better and faster. In chapter 4, so have you ever been in like a room with somebody and you hear them talking but you don't hear what they're saying because you're not focused on them? That's kind of the primary difference between hearing and listening, is that you could hear somebody talk because you hear sound waves, but if you're listening, then you're engaged in what they're saying and you care about what they're saying. You're gonna watch for the important details and you're indulged in the conversation. And there's a couple different kinds of listening. There's like an appreciative listening. So for some kind of music that you like, you're appreciating their sound, so you listen to them, or you watch certain movies because you like a certain actor, you like the way they talk, or the way they do things. And then there's like a relationship listening, listening, which is listening to somebody talk about their feelings or their fears or their whatever, but you're listening because you have a relationship with them, you care about them and what they go through, and it strengthens bonding between people, which is also really good for communication. That's it.